Hi everyone, today is a makeup declutter video. We are going to be sorting through my makeup before the holidays and figuring out what I'm keeping, what I'm not keeping. Everything that I have is within the expiration date, so I don't actually keep anything expired as far as I can help it. Maybe with the exception of some powder products, because you can't use up an eyeshadow palette in 6 months. That would be insane. So I have a bunch of products that I'm probably going to clear out. I didn't yet determine what goes, what doesn't go. So we're going to be doing it in real time together. And we're starting with primers. I have a couple of mattifying ones and a bunch of glowy ones. I'm not planning to keep a ton. From the mattifying side of things, I have two primers here. I have the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and that is new to me. I haven't really used much of it. As you can see, I just tested it once or twice, so I'm still interested in playing with it and seeing if I enjoy it. This one will stay for now, but this is kind of a soft keep, not a hard keep. And the Lise Watier Base Miracle Blur to Go is a very good blurring putty. It looks like that. I really like the silicone packaging. It's a higher end product. I'm sure somebody in my immediate surroundings will want it. But for me, that's not a product that I reach for a lot, because if I need blurring, I will usually reach for a powder. And I haven't been reaching for a balm. I've had it for a couple of months. I really haven't been playing with it much. So I am going to let it go, because it's just not, it's not being used. So it can leave. And then I have a few glowy primers. This guy, I don't think I'm going to keep. This is Glossier Future Dew Oil Serum Hybrid kind of primer. It's supposed to give you this wet skin look, which it does. So if you like that kind of a look, it will deliver. I used it quite a few times. I gave it a very good chance. I just don't like the stickiness that it leaves on the skin. Turns out I'm not a fan of anything that's going to leave a residue, and I like things to set on my face as much as possible. Maximum, lip balm and maybe a cream highlighter, but other than that, I really prefer products to set. Cream, liquid, powder, whatever, but it needs to set. I don't like the feeling of greasiness or stickiness on my face at all. Future Dew does leave that kind of a residue, so that is the reason I'm getting rid of it. I don't think it's a bad product, but I do think it's not for me, because it's made for someone who likes that super hydrated, slightly oily feel on the skin. That someone is not me, so it will go and find another home. This guy I like because it does set more or less, and it's the VDL Lumi Layer Primer. It provides a beautiful ethereal glow with pink blue pearl, but the pearls are so fine that it really does give you a very natural luminescence of the skin, which I like, and it sets okay. At the same time, it's pretty hydrating. It doesn't feel greasy or sticky on the face, which I like. So Lumi Layer Primer is something I'm going to keep for now and keep using. Spotlight Illuminating Primer from Physicians Formula is my second bottle of it. I do like the effect that this gives, and honestly, the second one I have here is Wonder Glow Instant Soft Focus Beauty Flash blah 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 from Charlotte Tilbury. They're super similar, except the Physicians Formula is more metallic and this one's a little bit more natural looking on the skin. So you probably can just dilute this with like a lotion and it'll give you the same effect. I have the Wonder Glow. I think out of the two, I like the Wonder Glow more. I don't need two golden primers, golden glow primers. I just need one. And I'm going to keep the Wonder Glow from Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm going to let go of the Spotlight Illuminating Primer from Physicians Formula, although I like it. I think it's a nice product. I just don't have a need for it because I have two that do kind of the same thing. So I'm keeping the one that I like more out of the two. Then we have a bunch of powders. For powder, I use powder. I like powder. I'm not including my Guerlain Meteorite powders. I have several of them, quite a few of them, and I use them. And I use mostly just those powders. They're my favorite. I am going to keep a couple of the powders out of this stash, but I think I'm going to have to put a break on buying powder products for the face, because I just really like Guerlain products and I want to keep using them because they're my favorite. I have a few things here that haven't even been opened, but because I know what I like, I'm going to let go of them and just sell the ones that are unopened. The ones that I will declutter are a mini of Armis Beauty and Powder. I think it's nice, but it's nothing special. I have better powders. I am going to keep the two Laura Mercier minis because I actually think I can get through them because they're small. It's the translucent setting powder, the original, and also the secret brightening powder. I did enjoy using them. Today I'm wearing them on my face. I do like them. I am going to keep them for now. I have this Bare Minerals brightening powder. It's Diamond Light Mineral Veil. It's brightening with slightly pinky tint. It's very beautiful. I do prefer my meteorites anyway, even though this is gorgeous. I am going to pass it on. I will be keeping my Chanel Vitalumiere powder. I do like it. If I want a powder that lays well on skin, gets rid of any pores, yet leaves kind of a luminous finish and does have some coverage to it, I will pick the Vitalumiere because my meteorites are more colorless, really, or with a tint, but they don't provide coverage per se. Whereas Vitalumiere from Chanel, it does give me that slight bit of coverage that sometimes I just want that. Sometimes I don't really want color on my skin. So I am going to be keeping the Vitalumiere. I have this magic powder from Charlotte Tilbury that I think I'm going to sell. It's actually unopened. The seal is still on the powder. I have no idea how it performs because I haven't even bothered using it, which is so sad. Maybe I can recoup some costs if I sell it. But I know that it's probably beautiful because Charlotte Tilbury products are gorgeous. And I know that I probably would like it. But with the amount of powders that I have, I just don't have the space for it. It can find another home. Same can be said for this Deluxe Original Mineral Veil Powder from Bare Minerals. I actually love Bare Minerals powder. I think it looks gorgeous on skin. It really gets rid of pores and the texture while not being drying whatsoever. It's a great powder. However, again, I have way too many. I really can't justify keeping powders that are just going to sit there and go bad. This is sealed. The seal has not been broken, so it's new. I am going to pass it on and find another space for it. Maybe somebody else in my life will want it, or maybe I'll sell it. Well, we'll see. I have this Milk Makeup powder, which actually it's Blur and Set Matte Loose Setting Powder. This is a good powder. Nothing too special. It's nice. I really don't like the dispensing mechanism. This is why I'm getting rid of it, because I don't like this. In Vitalumiere, there is a similar mechanism, but this powder is really tall and there's a lot of it in it. The problem is it's actually hard for me to get an appropriate amount of powder through the sifter. So because I don't love the mechanism and the powder is just nice, you know, it's not the best thing I've ever used, I am going to let go of it and somebody else might want it. Lastly, we have two powders from Physicians Formula from the Rosé All Day line, and it's called Set and Glow powders, and I have them in two colors, the Sunlit Glow and the Brightening Rose. These are nice, glowy setting powders. I do like them. I don't love them, and I found myself not using them and certainly not reaching for them over my Guerlain meteorites, so I'm going to keep my meteorites, keep using them, and give these to someone else. So far our declutter pile is looking pretty impressive, much better than our keep pile, which is what I'm after today. So this is going great. We'll see if the trend continues. Let's keep going. Back to business. Next, we have several foundations. I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have a total of 7. I don't need 7. Definitely don't need 7. Usually, I would probably need 1 or 2. But likely I will keep more today. Let's see what we have here. Probably my favorite product, one that I'm most excited about, is this Chanel piece. This is La Beige Eau de Ton from Chanel. My number is light. It's not number, I guess. The name of the shade is light. This is Good Skin in a Bottle, meaning that it's got a skincare feel to it, which is very pleasant. It's a jelly with some pigment capsules inside, and they it's a bit of a gimmick, I suppose, but they melt into your skin. This guy will not give you much coverage, if any at all, but it somehow makes the texture of the skin appear really pretty, really much nicer than it is. So for me, this is a must-have for no makeup, where it's undetectable on skin, but it does make things look nicer, better, prettier, smoother. It's kind of magical. It's a weird little product, but I do enjoy it and I will continue using it. I'm going to keep it for now. I have then this by Terry foundation. It's a light coverage foundation, Sheer Expert Perfecting Fluid Foundation. Now, the problem with this one is that it's expired. It's probably one of the very few, if not the only expired thing that I have, and it's almost done. So there's almost nothing left in it at all. So I don't feel bad tossing it, but this will go in the discard pile. And this guy, obviously, I'm not going to give away. I am going to throw it out. I will count it as finished, basically. Then we have a couple of Charlotte Tilbury foundations. These guys are new to me. I've barely used them. I think I've used them once each. This is Magic Foundation by Charlotte Tilbury, which is a medium coverage satin finish, really skin-like foundation. And then there is Airbrush Flawless Foundation, which is really long-lasting matte to satin, well, really matte finish, let's say, and full coverage foundation. I'm not sure if I'm liking both of them. I'm definitely liking the Magic. I'm not sure about the Airbrush Flawless quite yet, but I will keep wearing it and I'll figure it out and see whether both of them are something that I would like to keep. But I will keep both for now because they're just so new to me that I haven't gotten enough of a taste to know for sure what I like and what I don't about them. Then we have three left. These two are Korean BB creams, which I really do like. Like I said, most of the stuff I own, I really enjoy. I just don't, but I get rid of stuff I don't enjoy right away. I really enjoy these things, but I just don't think that I'm going to be able to finish them, so I'm passing them on to someone who might be able to finish it. This is Misha Perfect Cover BB Cream, number 21. In Korean cosmetics, I tend to be at number 21. Lovely, lovely foundation. It's a little gray, so if you're cool toned, it's going to look good on you, work well for you. For me, it's a little bit too gray. There is a demarcation with my skin tone because I'm very neutral and this is gray cool. So somebody else might enjoy it and it might fit someone else's skin tone a little better. The Maison Snail Repair Intensive BB Cream I liked a lot. It looked great. I just have a feeling that I have a few foundations to get through and it's just going to go bad before I am able to use it. It expires in 2022, so I think there's still some life in it and I'm going to pass it on. Lastly, I have Estee Lauder Double Wear Light. I do like Double Wear. I do like Double Wear Light. These are great foundations that wear very, very well. This is medium coverage, soft matte finish, really long wear. My color is 1N2 Ecru. That's been my color as long as I can remember. I enjoy this. I will continue wearing this. It works for me, and it's about halfway used up at this point. So this is probably going to be the next foundation that's going to be finished. So putting it in the keep pile. I'm liking this. My get rid of pile is bigger than my keep pile. This is what we want. This is working out so far. Let's keep going. I also just realized that I forgot about this powder. So I guess it didn't impress me enough to be worthy of even remembering. Therefore, I don't see any reason to keep it. It can leave. All right, let's talk bronzers. I have way too much for a pale person. I'm sure we can make some headway here. One thing that I'm seeing right away that I do not want to keep is Marcel BB Cream Bronze. I still have used this product exactly one time. I like it. I just have way too much stuff and I need to cut something, and this something is fantastic. I really like the product, but it's just not going to be used up. So I am going to let go of this liquid bronzer. It's really beautiful. I would recommend it, just not something I can actually physically use in the time frame of its expiration date. Um, this palette over here, I will be keeping. This is Youngblood Contour Palette. It looks like this. This is just handy. I haven't used it too much. I've used it only a few times, really, and I opened it fairly recently. So before that, it was kind of not being used at all. So I am very interested in continuing to use it. I like the palette and I like the texture of the powders. So we are going to keep this for now. Another thing I'm going to definitely keep is this cheek product from Chanel. This is Chanel Joue Contraste in 608 Ombre. This is this fall limited release. I will be using it until it's gone. It's a gorgeous color. It can act as a blush. It can act as a bronzer. It can act as a contour. It's just very, very useful color for somebody of my complexion. I am keeping my hands on it. You better believe I will. I will use it up. I have a couple of liquid cream sort of bronzers here. One of them is a Fenty Matchsticks Matte Skin Stick in the color Amber. This is a good contour color for somebody who's very pale, so I think for me, this is a keep for now, at least. I'll see if I continue using it. If not, I'll get rid of it, but I think I like it enough to keep it for a while. Then we have the Daniel Sandler Watercolor Liquid Cheek Color in the color Sun Glow. This is kind of like a bronzer highlighter sort of situation. I do like, again, I've worn this product several times. I do like it. I just feel like I have too much and I'm feeling overwhelmed with my makeup. So I do need to cut something. This guy can probably find a new home. I don't need to keep it. Here we have another non-keeper product, which is Endless Summer Glow by Becca. It's a wonderful bronzer, highlighter, blush sort of situation. As you can see, this is still in its original packaging. I have not even used it. That means to me that it can leave my vicinity because if I felt passionately about it, I would have pulled it out and used it, and I didn't. And I'm like, oh, I'll do it later. Let's keep it in the box for now. I just am not using it. So it can find a new home. Somebody might really enjoy it because Becca products are fantastic. I really, really love Becca products. They are great. I'm so sorry that the company is going under. I really wish they were staying around still because their products are the thing. I enjoy them. We have a bronze booster from Physicians Formula here, and in this little trio I mainly just use the contour color, which is the right color for my skin tone. It's a little bit pigmented, so I'm not sure if I will be keeping it long term. For now it can stay, but I think I might think about transitioning into something a little bit less pigmented just for the sake of more natural, easier application. But Bronze Booster is a good product. Just, I'm on the verge of maybe decluttering it next time around, but for now I'm keeping it. I will also be keeping my hands on the Kevyn Aucoin, the Neo Highlighter in Sahara. This one I'm also on the fence about. I haven't used it enough to be sure that I want to keep it, but this is a good pale bronzer. Quite skin toned. There's a highlighter on the other end that is nice and subtle. So for me, this is a product I haven't made up my mind about quite yet. I like it. I've used it a couple of times. I like it. I will keep using it and I will report back on whether I am going to be enjoying it long term or whether I'm going to be passing it on in shorter term. I have here two more things. Whew, my goodness. I have the Terracotta Pose d'été bronzing powder duo from Guerlain. I use this guy a lot. This is a good all over sort of with the big brush, broad strokes. I'm going to bronze up and go with a little bit of a peachy color, peachy orangey color as a blush center. I actually use this powder a lot, so I am going to be keeping it, and I love the packaging. It feels like wood, and it has a magnet here, and you can like use the mirror separate. It's just a lovely product. I am enjoying it, and I will keep using it. Lastly, we have a Bare Minerals bronzer, Invisible Bronze bronzer in the color Tan. This is a great product. I really like it. This is perfect for very natural makeup, looks like skin. But given that I'm keeping a lot of bronzers, I do feel like this is just not making the cut today, although the product is fantastic. I'm sure somebody else will really enjoy it. So we will pass that one on. All right, the table is getting full. So next we have blush. There are quite a few blushes. I'm not getting rid of a lot because I don't think I have an excess. I have two Daniel Sandler blushes here. They came in a set along with the other stuff that I showed you before, the bronzer. This is Daniel Sandler Watercolor Liquid Cheek Color in the color Luxe and Pop. Now, out of the two of them, I only want to keep one, and I'm going to keep Luxe because that one I wear more and it suits my skin tone a bit better. I will get rid of Pop simply because it's just not used as much by me, so somebody else can enjoy this beautiful liquid blush. I will be keeping my Guerlain stick highlighting stick in the color Universal Blush. It's like a cream blush highlighter sort of situation. It does have pigment, you can see, so it's kind of both. So if you want glowy, beautiful cheeks, this one is actually quite pretty. If worn very lightly, it more resembles just a very natural, beautiful highlighter. So useful product, multi-purpose, and of course it has the terracotta scent, which I really like. I will be keeping it. I like it enough for me to keep it. Then we have a few blushes from Physicians Formula, and I've been using these guys for a while. This is my favorite blush formula. I have noticed that I use two of them way more than the third one. The one that I don't use very much is Rosy Pink. It's a very pretty light pink color, but I don't find myself reaching for that color for the last little while. So I think I am going to let go of this one, although the texture is perfect. I really like the texture of these blushes. And I will keep my hands on more and more Butter Blush in Vintage Rouge and in Plum Rose. So Plum Rose is a very, very neutral, slightly cool tone color. And Vintage Rouge is this peachy pink, which is very, very pretty and flattering on my skin tone. So these two guys I am going to be keeping. Then we have a cream slash liquid blush by Yves Saint Laurent, which is Baby Doll Kiss and Blush. This is lip and cheek color. The color is 10. Very neutral, very pretty, very natural for my skin tone. I am going to be keeping it. I like it as a blush and I like it as a lip product, which doesn't happen a lot with those combo products. But in this case, I am impressed and I am going to be keeping it. And of course, this Becca palette is unopened, so that tells me something. What is it called even? I don't even know what it's called. Becca, I don't know. It's a Becca blush palette. It has a bunch of blushes and has some highlighters. And obviously I have not bothered to open it, so I am going to be passing it on because I have the highlighters in it in highlighter format, like in singles, which I enjoy. And there are a few super pigmented blushes that are just too pigmented for my skin tone. So I think someone else might get more use out of the blush palette than I would. And I think it's fair to let them try. Let's move on to highlighters. Phew, we're almost there, guys. First one is from Daniel Sandler from the Watercolor Liquid Cheek Color line in the color Moon Glow. I like it enough to keep using it. It's my only liquid highlighter, so I am going to keep it. We have a couple of stick highlighters. One of them is Fenty Beauty's Starstruck Matchsticks highlighter. I like it again very much, but I have another one here that is pretty similar to the Living Luminizer from RMS. It's Chanel Baume Sensuelle in the color Pearlescent 58. I think I'm going to keep the Chanel. I think I'm going to let go of the Fenty just because I don't need two stick highlighters. So this guy is going to stay. This guy is going to go. I have a highlighter palette from Lime Crime called Highlight Angels. This one I'm going to let go of. It's still in its original packaging. I obviously haven't cared enough to use it. So this tells me that I can live without it just perfectly fine. And I am going to let it go. Somebody else can use it. perhaps it'll find a better home where it will be loved. Then we have a Laura Mercier Highlight 01 Matte Radiance Baked Powder. This is one of my favorite highlighters ever. This is my second container of it, so this is not my first time purchase of this particular powder, and if I repurchase a powder, it means I really love it. So the Laura Mercier stays because I do quite enjoy it, and I have been using it for many years. Then we have a sort of diamond highlighter from Fenty. I took off the very top of the packaging because it was getting annoying. But it's this micro glitter, very famous product. I do enjoy it, and I will be keeping it just because it's fun to use. It's a fun product. I am also going to be keeping 2 of my Natasha Denona Super Glow highlighters because they're amazing. These are probably some of my favorite powder highlighters I've ever used, and it's Super Glow highlighter in the color 02 for the summer and 01 for the winter. I'll keep both of them because they are very, very good. We have Physicians Formula Rosé All Day Petal Glow highlighter. It's a pretty peach highlighter with an iridescence, very beautiful. Again, I'm not getting rid of it because I don't like it. I'm getting rid of it because I have way too much stuff. So it can leave my drawer. It's fine. I'll be fine without it. I have 3 highlighters from Becca, the minis, that I absolutely enjoy and will be keeping all 3 of them. These are my 3 favorite colors. We have Shimmering Skin Perfector in Rose Quartz, which is a beautiful pinky peach, warm pink, I would say, highlighter. Then we have Shimmering Skin Perfector in Vanilla Quartz, which is perfect for my skin tones. For paler skin tones, it is going to be a good highlighter with a slightly yellow undertone. And then we have Champagne Pop, very famous, very beautiful for the summer. Probably a little bit too dark for me in the winter, but very pretty color nevertheless. My second tub of it. I've had a full one of this one before. I've also had Moonlight, I believe, before, and I've used it up. So those 3 are staying, and that means I have to let something go. So I'm letting go of this one. This is Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Own Your Light. And this is a beautiful peachy pink highlighter. Gorgeous, but again, I need to go... I need to let go of something, and I basically like it less than some of my other highlighters. So far, I think we're keeping track and we're doing okay. It's about a 50% cut. Let's move on to palettes. These are the palettes we are going to be decluttering. They're eyeshadow palettes here and face palettes. It's all kind of mixed together. We're going to see what we're going to let go of. Let's start with the Viseart palette. I do think I like it because I just got it. As you can see, it's completely unused. I've used it maybe twice. So I am yet to form an opinion about the Viseart shades. I am going to try them, see how I like them. We'll find out, but for now it can stay simply because I just haven't had the chance to use it and form an opinion. I have a Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette here. It's called Sunrise Palette. It's full of fall shades. This is the only fall palette that I have, although of course you can wear whatever shades you like in whatever season. But for fall time, I do like to have it on hand. I'm not sure if I'll keep it forever, but for now, I do feel like I use it enough to keep my hands on it. The other Natasha Denona palette that I'm not a big fan of, not because of the quality, because the quality is obviously fantastic. It's Natasha Denona Lila or Lila? Lila or Lila, I'm not sure. But this palette, very famous purple palette with some purple shades. I used it very little and I do not tend to reach for it. There are only a couple of shades here that I really enjoy. And a lot of them I just don't tend to reach for. So I think I'm just going to pass this one on. Not because I don't like it, but because I just don't reach for it as much as I reach for some of the other palettes that I have. And then we have Mercury Retrograde palette from Huda Beauty. I do tend to wear this one quite a lot, actually. It has some beautiful colors. It's very pastel, very light, very pretty. I like the ethereal looks that I get from it, and I do use it enough for sure for me to keep my hands on it, and I will continue to wear it. So this one has to stay. I have RMS Beauty Cream Palette in Mod Collection. This is the second palette I have. I just opened it, so obviously I will be keeping it because well, this is a repurchase. I like it. It's a good palette. I will continue using it. I will keep it over here. Thank you very much. We have 3 Youngblood palettes for eyes that I'm just not reaching for. They're new. I barely use them. I think I've used them each once. And I'm just not reaching for them. The quality is fantastic. I really, really like the quality. And they wear well, so I have actually no qualms at all with the actual with the actual shadow quality, with the way they work. And it's 3 beautiful colorways. I've used up one of these palettes completely in the past, but these ones I feel like I have too many eyeshadows, so I do need to cut something somewhere. And these are beautiful neutrals, and I'm sure somebody will love using them, enjoy tremendously using them, because they're great. So these are a declutter. And lastly, we have a bunch of lipsticks. So let's go through those and decide together what I can let go of there. My very favorite lipstick is this one from Guerlain. This is from the spring collection. It is number 07, and it's pearlescent beige. I absolutely love it. Today I have it on with a little bit of lip liner. It is a gorgeous lipstick case as well. I got the limited edition sort of Chinese New Year one, and the color of the lipstick is absolutely amazing. I am for sure keeping this guy because it's served me right for several months, and I've been really enjoying it. Let's sort out my red lipsticks, perhaps. I have a few. Let's see. All right, so here are my red lipsticks. I have 4. I have a classic red from Lis Wattier. It's called Gourmand Velour in the color Red Velvet. It's like a cool classic red. It's a beautiful color. It's very matte, very gorgeous. Love wearing it. I have a Chanel Lac, Rouge Loup Lac in 73 Invincible. This is a classic red, but this one is in the Lac formula, so it's shiny, a little bit different. I have another classic red in the matte formula, and it is by Beauty Matte Cream Lip Crayon in the color Rose Hip. I don't really need both this one and the Lis Wattier matte, so I am going to let go of the by Beauty matte. That this can leave. And the last red I have is a Giorgio Armani Lip Power lipstick in 400. It is a dark red, sort of like a fall to winter darker red, so it's a little bit different and quite unique in what it provides for me. So a classic red, a lac, and a dark red. That's all I need for my reds. I really don't have I have my red needs fulfilled with those 3. I don't need any more. I have only 2 lip glosses, and I'm keeping both of them because 2 is not many. And both of them are from Fenty Beauty. They're minis, so I can definitely use them up. One is in Fussy, the beige one, and then the sort of pearly iridescent one is Confetti. Both of them are lovely. I am enjoying both of them. I wear both of them, and I'm keeping both of them. All right, let's deal with pinks and berries. I have quite a few of them, and I honestly am not wearing this category of lip colors very frequently, so I think I might do a bit of a declutter here. Now, my favorite from this category is this lip crayon, and this is Rouge Coco Stylo in 214 Message from Chanel. It is a beautiful berry color, and it's pretty well the only berry color that I really enjoy wearing and I reach for. I will be keeping the Stylo, but I am not going to be keeping the Lis Wattier lipstick, Gourmand lipstick in Sweet Berries, which is a great berry color, but they're very similar. So the color and the formula are quite similar between the 2, and I just don't need this mini. So I am going to pass it on because it isn't something that is necessary, because I already have a berry color I like. We have a sort of berry-ish, nude-ish color from Maybelline, Super Stay Ink Crayon in the color 85. Change is good. I like the color, but I don't love the color. I really like the consistency. I love the formula. The formula is amazing. Unfortunately, the color is not a 100% hit for me, so I am going to let it go and pass it on to someone else who might enjoy that color a little bit more than I do. I have a Clinique lipstick that I haven't even worn. This is in 13 Love Pop. I haven't worn it because it's not my color. I've swatched it once, so this is a perfect candidate to pass on to someone else because I just don't wear this kind of a color. It can go. Again, I have my berry that I love. I don't need any more. I have Gourmand Velour Cake Pop lipstick from Lee Swatier, and this is the only cool pink that I am going to keep. I don't really need more than one. I might not even need this one, so I'll see if I wear it over the next few months, and if I don't, I'll get rid of it, but that's the only pink lipstick that I am going to keep my hands on. And lastly, we have a MAC lip gloss Viva Glam in Cyndi Lauper. From the Cyndi Lauper collection. This is a beautiful sort of salmony pink for the summer. It's a very pigmented lip gloss with a lot of color. So it's glossy, it's beautiful. I am going to keep it. It's new, I've used it once. So I am going to play with it more. 2 summer lipsticks. I will be keeping both of them because I only have 2. One of them is Yves Saint Laurent Rouge Volupte Shine in the color 12. And this is this punchy orangey red, which I obviously really like. And then the second one is a nudie orangey red, but a different hue and less bright, not as neon as the other one. And this one, Rouge Allure Velvet, Rouge Allure Velvet in 247 Rouge Impulsif. So these are the only 2 colors I'm keeping. One of them is more bright. One of them is more sort of everyday bright wearable color. And these are the only 2 that I need. I don't really believe I need more than that. And I can't decide which one I want to keep, so I am going to keep both for now. In terms of browns, I have 2 brown lipsticks. One of them is from Chanel, and it's called Rouge Allure Velvet in 277 Rouge Fauve. And it is a gorgeous brownie red for the fall and winter. That's pretty much the only brownie red I need because I don't really wear that color very much. But when I do wear it, I do want to have an option. So I'm going to keep this Chanel one, and I am going to give away the Bite Beauty one. And it is Bite Beauty Amuse Bouche Liquefied Lip in Jicama. This is a brownie red, or reddy brown, I would say, very brown lipstick with some shine to it, very beautiful. It came in a set and I'm just not wearing it. I've swatched it once, I have never used it. It can find a new home because I'm just not in need of another brown lipstick. One brownie red is enough, or reddy brown. Brownie red, reddy brown. Lastly, we have the nudes. I only have 2 nude lipsticks, believe it or not. That's it. And honestly, I don't really need more than that. One of them is the Super Stay Ink Crayon from Maybelline in the color 10, Trust Your Gut. I do enjoy this color. It's a nude, but it's a little bit too cool for me. So I think I'm going to check out their line for maybe a warmer nude. Although I do like it, I think it's just not 100% perfect color for me. So I'm gonna see if they have something a little bit warmer, and I might go for that. I do have a really great nude that I'm loving wearing, and this is, maybe I only need this one. Maybe I don't need any more nudes. Maybe I only need one. And it is a very wearable nude, you know, not the blink out your lips kind, but the your lips but better kind. And this is a matte lipstick from the Gourmand Velour line from Lee Swatier, and it's called Almond Cake. Believe it or not, this is kind of a nude for me. It's a dark nude, and it wears very well. It's lighter on the lips than it is in the tube. Really great color. I am going to continue wearing it because it has served me very, very well. So I am happy to let go of a whole bunch of stuff. I'm very, very happy about that result. So not quite half, but pretty close to half of my makeup possessions have been decluttered today. Let me know, do you have the same problem as I do with over-purchasing perhaps, or being overly excited for makeup and then not really being able to use it up or get your use out of it? Let me know if that's the case for you as well. If not, how do you decide what to purchase and what not to purchase? Just out of curiosity, maybe share down below with us. And do you do as I do, a declutter at least once a year to sort of clear out the stuff that you're not using? Is it usually as impressive as mine, where I'm getting rid of a huge amount, a large percentage of my makeup possessions, or is it more subtle for you guys? That's it for today. Have a good day. Stay well, stay safe, and good luck. Talk to you later. Bye bye.